After those runs, Apple, Amazon, and Tesla all have relative strength indices over 70, indicating they're short-term overbought, but two of them are still a buy for our trader. Let's find out which ones in three buys and a bail. Here to do the honors is Lee Munson. He's president and CIO of Portfolio Wealth Advisors. Lee, you're tackling a big one here, and we appreciate that. So this is three buys and one bail in mega cap tech for you. And your first buy is Amazon, which has been outpacing Apple and Alphabet by more than 12 points this year. AWS is doubling down on AI chips, heavily marketing them to other companies. What makes you so excited about this stock here?
Everything makes me excited. We found out over the last year that they're making a lot more money sending us all those cardboard boxes that they make out. They're making marginal incremental money selling ads. And while that might pressure Google a little bit, I think that that's going to continue. Also, Amazon really represents those retail marketplace sellers paying Amazon much more money to access AI and all the things AI can do to help them sell more crap to Americans and for us to keep hitting that buy it now button. So I think Amazon is a retail story, and I think that everything that has to do with the cloud is going to continue growing, and it's going to be able to bring that AI to smaller and mid-sized businesses and retail sellers. That's why I love it.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think, agree with you and say they're now going to be able to just offer this as a bolt-on product. Granted, we're still talking about the cloud, and a lot of this could be on-prem, but there's a huge demand there as well. Let's move along to Apple, Lee, which is fresh off a 9-day streak of intraday highs and recently announced they're buying those Amazon AI chips we were just talking about. Apple's up 28% this year. Why are you a buyer here?
You know, I reluctantly say I'm a buyer. I mean, I certainly won't sell it, but here's the deal. If you're going to buy high-priced, big mega cap stocks, Apple's going to be one of them. I'm sitting around buying new laptops for Jesus, my analyst, and my kids. We're buying all the new stuff because I want to have that new OS. I want to be able to have the watered-down AI version that Apple is providing for that. We talked about this summer about this huge refresh cycle that's going to happen someday for Apple when AI sort of gets there. The refresh happening now. Right now, people want to get these new OSs to take advantage of whatever it is Apple's going to sell us into the new year. It's just expensive, and you know what? You can't get 10% solid earnings on a stock like Apple for, under 30-plus earnings. It's just not where the market is right now, so you're going to have to pay up.
I just look at it as a $3.75 trillion market cap, Lee, and I guess it goes to 4, maybe 4.5. I don't know, 5?
I'm right there with you with being nervous about it, but the problem is I'm going to keep, if I keep buying these laptops and these phones, how is this stock going to go down? Valuations don't matter until we have inflation or recession. I hate that reality too, but it's what I live in.
Very quotable. All right, let's move along to Alphabet then, which is up 9% this week. After they announced Willow, that breakthrough quantum chip, they can do computations in minutes that they say would take a supercomputer S10 septillions of years to do. And, people are excitedly now about a lot of the tools in Gemini and so forth that they've been able to unveil.
Everybody likes to riff on Google because they're always second place in implementation, second, third place in cloud. They're known as the company that always executes second best. But here's the thing. If you want to win the Tour de France, just come in fourth place on every single race and you will win the championship, right? And so Google is that same way. I think Gemini's had it, it's got bad press from the Olympic ads things and people want to bag on it. More people are looking at Gemini and happy with the effect than on ChatGPT. Everybody is getting used to the idea of what Gemini is. And most importantly, Google figured out to have Gemini link back to sponsored content. The cash cow keeps going. Antitrust don't care. The quantum chips, that doesn't mean a lot to me, but it's all positive PR. Google needs it. It's cheap. And I love cheap cash cows.
So then that brings us to your bail. Those were your three buys. You're bailing on Tesla, though. Why?
I hate the product. My analyst, Jesus, and we went out to go see an Iron Maiden and in San Diego. I rented a Tesla to check it out. Everything about that car I hate. Every general manager, some of them are clients that run auto dealerships. You can make a lot of money doing auto dealerships, let me tell you. They all say the same thing. People are coming in and saying, is it morally okay if I switch back to gas? Because people don't want electric cars, they want a Tesla. It's an old design. It's up 50% since the election. I'm sorry. Elon Musk is going to make bank hanging out, being a bro with Trump on SpaceX. Tesla is a car company. It's not a tech company. When I say valuations don't matter, there's a line in the sand, and Tesla just crossed it. So I'm not in it.
I know plenty of disgruntled Tesla owners, Lee, but do you not see how we're quickly moving to robotaxi? Now, it might still be 6 or 12, whatever months away, but they have to be in the pole position for what driving is going to look like eventually over the next 10, 15, or 20 years, don't you think?
15 or 20 years, but I'll wait for those earnings to come. When you're at, 130, 150, the PE doesn't even make any sense right now. Robo-taxis, all that stuff is going to take a long time. You're going to beat up, just like with green energy, into rules, regulations, state, municipal. I think it's going to be much more. Why do we not have hover cars? Walt Disney promised me hover cars by 1985. I think this robo-taxi thing is far away, and I think that the regulations are going to kill them.
It's time to book you a Waymo. I want you in a Waymo the next time you show up here.
I'm
I want
afraid.
your experience. I am a little bit too. Lee, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate it.